Thank you for joining us on our first episode in 2014. We're so excited to have Marc Mousseau, one of the greatest real estate trainers that I know anywhere, to join us today. He's just launched a fantastic book, which I think will be a bestseller. And my gosh, I know this book has been years in the works, and to see this finally in my hands, I'm so excited. Today, I'd really like you to tell us, what are we going to learn at our big event? I am just so excited about it. Tell us in our 90-minute session, what are investors going to learn?
Okay, Roman, well, basically I should tell you something. I've been in real estate for now more than 31 years. I got into real estate, I was 25, okay? So I just told you my age, but that's okay. And I've taught about 35,000 students on how to buy real estate. And what I found out is that most people make mistakes when they buy real estate, or people struggle. They say, yes, I'm going to get into it, and they struggle, and that's a big challenge. So what we're going to teach the students, the people that are coming at the event, an hour and a half event, is what are the key criteria in buying real estate. You have to make money in the buy. You have to have cash flow. Forget that thing that you should buy in Toronto with no cash flow. You should not. You want to find a property that cash flows. Appreciation is the bonus. The tax advantages are the bonus. But if you want to succeed in real estate, you have to make money in the buy, and this is where I think you're great at.
I think a lot of people, sometimes we get advice from our real estate agents.
True.
And isn't it true that sometimes when you get advice from people that really haven't done this before, haven't made a living, from investing in real estate, sometimes you get some bad advice. So I'm so excited that you're going to share, your 30 years of real estate investment knowledge with us, and your 15 years of working for the top trainers in the world, Robert Kiyosaki and Raymond Aron and Russ Whitney, the greats. Yeah. And you're going to distill that, because there's so many myths I found about condominiums, and a lot of people get swayed by the beautiful, marketing materials.
Glass buildings, all those kind of things. Absolutely, you're totally right. As an investor, and I'm talking for investors, you're looking at, building a plan, you're looking at building your wealth over time. So as an investor, you have to remove your emotional impact or your emotional side of buying a real estate. And the developers are great at doing this. They give you a beautiful brochure, nice, beautiful countertops, it smells great, it looks great, but you're paying overpriced for the property. You're paying too much for the property. So what I want to teach our guests that will be attending these events is how to pick the right project. How to pick the right place. And should I buy in Toronto, in Vancouver, where prices are so inflated? That's what we're going to go through. Not true, an hour and a half is not enough, but at least you'll have a good sense of starting how to choose that property.
Yeah, no, I'm so excited about this, because I think that people are not getting this information, Marc. It's all about buying things that make sense, where there is positive cash flow, where there's real opportunity, and again, not paying retail, getting in wholesale. So I know you're going to share that with us, this week.
In real estate, you have to be ready to wait for the deal. There's no, let's buy in spring. There's no September. There's none of that. You need to look for that deal. And what happens is that if you're buying properly, you don't need to buy 20 of them. You don't need to buy 50 units. You need to buy 10, 12, 15 good deals, have cash flow from them, and based on that, pay them out over a period of time. So I have a plan.
Hi, my name is Roman Bodnarchuk, and I really appreciate your time today. I want to talk to you about an incredible investment opportunity, specifically in real estate. At the age of 14, I was able to purchase my first rental property. I was able to become a millionaire at 30 and get to $1 million a year by 35. So most of that has come from the real estate success. So what I can tell you about today is a very interesting opportunity to own real estate in one of the most valuable places in the entire world. So location, 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 we're going to cover that, why this is as good as it gets. Number two, and an asset class which is doing incredibly well, which is the hotel business. Our location is in a place called Muskoka. And for those of you that don't know Muskoka, it's only 90 minutes outside of Toronto, which is the fastest growing city in North America. Over 100,000 people a year are moving into Toronto. Over 1 million people in Southern Ontario already live in a condo. It's become kind of a concrete jungle, and in 90 minutes away, they can be in nature. And for 200 years, they've been escaping to Muskoka. So Muskoka is a really special place. Recently, National Geographic said it's one of the few places in the world that can change your child's life. Consistently rated as the #1 place to vacation in the summertime. Again, this is by National Geographic. I mean, they've been to enough places in the world, so we can take them at their word. Recently, only a couple years ago, we had all the world leaders come for the G8 summit. So for 200 years, Muskoka has really been the lifestyles rich and famous. Today you find a lot of mutual fund managers, hedge fund managers, movie stars, all the athletes own place in Muskoka. So, you know, how it works in the Toronto lifestyle is once you get to that top, you know, percentile of income and success, typically you buy a place in Muskoka. So for me, it was age of 30. The next part about Muskoka is I want to talk to you about specifically where we are. Gravenhurst is really the hub of Muskoka. Theater, entertainment, festivals, it all happens in Gravenhurst. Next, I want to talk about the value of Lake Muskoka. So historically, lakefront real estate in Muskoka is really expensive, and the bigger the lake, the more expensive it is. Lake Muskoka is the biggest lake in Muskoka, and it's connected to Lake Rosso and Lake Joe. So just to give you a real number, the average property that sold this year in Muskoka was over $1 million. It's actually been that way for almost 20 years. So the least expensive listing on MLS, multiple listing service, is around $400,000 for just kind of a raw vacant land, and it goes up to $13 million. That's kind of the range. So let's talk about very specifically where we're located. We're in a brand new village. This is a waterfront village called Muskoka Wharf. It's a $170 million development that was recently completed, which has 1 kilometer of boardwalk that links the Seguin, the Winona, those famous steamships, with a series of restaurants and shops and all kinds of fun things. And our property is run by the #1 hotel brand for 15 years in 72 countries. And it's a fully furnished condominium. So you've got the best of both worlds. You have this beautiful condominium with all the full cleaning services you expect at the best hotels, but you also have a free breakfast and the indoor pool and the hot tub and the gym and the fire pits and all those other fun things that you'd expect at a 5-star resort. For those of you that have never invested in a hotel, hotels don't actually own any real estate. So what they do is they usually have a developer or a group of investors that purchase the property, and the hotel brand runs it for them. They're the operator, okay? And our hotel's no different. We have 106 units and we have 106 owners. So each one is individually owned, but when you stay at our hotel, you would know that. If you bought a rental property in Ontario, you have some really interesting government rules. So for example, in 2013, you cannot raise your rent more than 0.6%. Hotels don't have that same challenge. Hotels can charge whatever the market will bear. Our hotel, since we opened 4 years ago, on average has been increasing our revenue between 10 and 14%. In the worst financial times when people stopped traveling, our hotel was growing 10 to 14% a year. Staggering. Now, could you earn more? Absolutely. If our revenue continues to grow the way we've seen it, it will absolutely grow. So it's a beautiful investment opportunity, and we're really excited to share more with you. Contact us to get all the exciting details. And I hope you make the right decision. One thing I've learned about all the investments I've made in my life, I've only regretted the ones I didn't make. I hope you don't make that mistake today, and I hope you invest with us in Muskoka Wharf. So Mark, sometimes I get a little bit too passionate about my own projects.
Carried away, is that what you say?
I fall in love with them.
Yeah.
And I want to use Muskoka as an example. So we have a project called Muskoka Wharf.
Yep.
And it's 90 minutes from Toronto. Muskoka is not a new destination. For 200 years, it's been like the lifestyles rich and famous.
Yep.
You know, wealthy families for 2 centuries, that's their choice of where they want to spend the summers. And the reason I love this particular development, it's a $170 million master plan.
Yeah.
So when you come out of this development, you've got this 1 kilometer trail where you walk to the restaurants, the Boston Pizza, the Sunset Grills, they've got the shops, the museums, the archives. I mean, it's
the golf course, everything is there.
It's all
everything
there.
Is there.
It's all there. And literally, once I get there, you don't need your car anymore. You can walk to everything. And we have a Marriott hotel, which is the #1 hotel brand on earth, #1 in 72 countries. And basically, these are fully furnished condos. They're beautiful condos, you know, some 647 square feet, granite counters, you know, stainless steel appliances, granite in the bathroom. They're stunning. But it's a hotel service. So it's kind of like you live in a condo, but somebody cleans it for you every day.
Yeah.
You get your breakfast, So again, maybe I've fallen in love with it too much, but I know you recently got a chance to see it. But tell me from an investment perspective, what are your thoughts on our condo hotel project in Muskoka Wharf?
Well, you see, you're right. You're falling in love with the place. The water, the lake, the granite countertop, furniture, Marriott Hotel, you're falling in love with it. Me, when you talked to me about this project, which was one of the first one we talked about, you said, Mark, it's an investment property. And I said, okay, let me look at the numbers. The numbers are amazing on that project. Location is awesome. It's the only hotel, basically, on Lake Muskoka. It's great location. Your tenant is the Marriott. It has one of the highest occupancy rate as a hotel in all of North America. I think 60.
So almost 64%, which is unbelievable.
The rental income is guaranteed. It cash flows. You've got even opportunities to buy it no money down, but naturally cash flow will take a hit on it. But there's some opportunities to buy with no money down, and it's the great place to park your money for 10, 15, 20 years. Investment criteria are all there.
Hi, my name is Roman Bodnarchuk. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to talk about a very, very exciting investment opportunity on a pre-construction condominium, and it's very, very exciting. I want you to understand the details behind it. The Sydenham is a brand new condominium that's being built on the Sydenham River in downtown Owen Sound. There's only 32 residences. These are spectacular luxury residences. For those of you that aren't familiar with Owen Sound, it's been rated as the #1 place to retire in Canada. Now, why is that important? Well, you have today 10,000 people turning 65 every day. So we have a major retirement boom happening, and retirees control 71% of the net worth in this entire country. So we are building the ultimate luxury project for this baby boomer demographic, and it's spectacular. But today we're going to talk about the investment opportunity. The first thing you need to know is whenever you can purchase and you can buy at a very, very good price, which I believe we're selling these units under $300 per foot, which is spectacular when you compare that to, for example, Toronto, where the average price per foot is almost double that. So, and again, same luxury features you'd find at the Trump Tower or Four Seasons or Ritz-Carlton, which are well over $1,200 a foot. We're literally under $300 per foot. So first of all, the value. 10-foot ceilings, spectacular Aya kitchens, KitchenAid or standard appliances. I mean, it goes on and on. Whenever you buy pre-construction, you have the advantage of time. So you have anywhere usually between 18 months and 2 years to sit back and watch your investment grow. The greatest appreciation for condominiums happens from the pre-sale time when they're buying off a floor plan to when you can actually move into it. So the greatest appreciation is over the next 2 years, and guess what? You don't have to actually do anything. You put your 20% down. As a matter of fact, right now they're doing it as low as 5% down when you write the contract. So what happens the next 2 years, you've got this built-in equity growing. Growing at 5% a year is a Canadian statistic for older homes. And why is real estate the key metric? Because when you go to your bank and you say, oh, I would like to borrow $200,000 because I want to buy this stock or I want to buy this mutual fund. The banks say, yes, sorry, but we don't lend money against mutual funds or hedge funds or stocks. Now, when it's a house or a condominium, they're lining up, they're fighting over you to give you money. So you have the power of leverage. Let me explain that to you. You can now get a 3-year fixed rate mortgage, for example, at 2.8%. I mean, rates are just shocking. I mean, we've never in our lifetime ever seen this. We probably never will again. So now you can borrow up to 80% of that $200,000 hypothetically at a very low interest rate. Let's assume it's 3 to make our numbers simple. I can write off, it's 100% tax deduction, I can write off my 3% interest mortgage payment. How amazing is that? So now I've got the benefit of a tax savings. Same with my property taxes. Because it's an investment property, I can actually write those off. In our own homes, we can't write off our mortgage interest. You can when you buy investment property. So there's 2 things that are happening. One, you are compounding your investment. You're only putting 20% down, but yet you're getting the value of that whole amount, that 100%. And the bank is lending you the 80%. Number 2, your capital appreciation is not on your 20% down, it's on the full amount, on that $200,000 amount. Pretty exciting stuff. And again, if it was a $400,000 unit, those numbers would be double. That's how confident the developer is in terms of the rentability and the prices we're going to generate for this boutique luxury building in Owen Sound. If you'd like to get more information, we encourage you to register on thesydenham.com or come to our upcoming investor seminar. We'd love to meet you and give you all the exciting details. Thank you so much. So Mark, it was exactly 1 year ago.
1 year ago.
So a gentleman named Ron Peary had called me and he said, Roman, I'm doing a condominium development in a place called Owen Sound. And I had to start thinking about it, and I'm thinking, where the heck is Owen Sound? And he said, oh, you know where Collingwood is, it's 45 minutes away. I said, oh, okay. So he said, I'm gonna be doing this condominium project and I wanna get your opinion on it. So here's what happened when I did my due diligence.
Yeah.
What I learned was, it was, again, depending on which survey you read, whether number 1 place to retire, number 5, number 2, the top places to retire in the country. And you know a little bit my buying criteria. I look for properties that the baby boomers, those 10,000 a day that are turning 65, where do they want to go? Where's the market going to? Because they have all the money. They have 74% of the net worth in this country. So I was doing research on Owen Sound. I found, wow, 22,000 people, incredibly sophisticated town, amazing culture and arts and recreation. And then I went up there, I'm like, this is really pretty, this is a great town. Then I discovered one of the best medical systems in the country, third best cancer hospital in the whole country, a brand new medical facility, 77 specialists. But here's what really happened. He took me to the property and we're like literally downtown. In this pretty city, and there's this river flowing right through
right beside.
And it's going to be 6 stories. 6 stories is not huge, but in Owen Sound, it's going to be the tallest building in the city. Not only do you overlook the whole city, you see Georgian Bay.
Yeah.
So you got the river. So again, I did fall in love with it, I got to admit. And he said, Roman, I want to do something spectacular. As an investment opportunity, I want to get your opinion. What are your thoughts on this?
My quick thought is that the good thing about that project is that it's the only project in town, and nothing has been built there for 20 and a few years. And probably won't be having high-rise there regularly also. It's gonna be a great place, and the pricing is awesome per square feet. And the developer, if I am mistaken, is giving us guarantee for 2 years after it's been built. So giving us guarantee, that means that he's found tenants that will rent your suite for the next 2 years. So if you're planning a retirement in 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now, that's a great investment property, long-term, for a specific clientele.
Imagine just sitting on a porch watching that.
It's a fantastic first-class development.
We walk the trails, we ski them in the winter time. We really like living here.
Winter or summer, it's constantly a new sight for the eyes.
It's a gorgeous course. It's golf heaven on earth.
It is really beautiful when you drive down Call Beach. It's just breathtaking.
Cobble Beach is a master planned community, unparalleled in Ontario. It's a casually elegant lifestyle. 2 hours from Pearson Airport. It is 10 minutes from Owen Sound. When you turn from Grey County Road 1 onto Cobble Beach Drive, we want you to feel the weight of the world lifting off your shoulders. My father, Willis McLeese, had the vision to purchase the property in 1998. He was 85 years old, big water views, long shore drives, such a unique geography that it allows us to emulate some of the most fantastic places in the world, which include Nantucket and Pebble Beach. It really allows one to transport themselves into another world. Owen Sound, which is only 10 minutes away, has some of the most incredible recreational facilities. The medical center at Owen Sound is unparalleled. It is one of the top 3 cancer hospitals in Ontario.
The vision that Willis McLeese had for the development was first class, world class. The theming right from the front entrance right through to all the buildings. It's a place to relax, it's an oasis. I can actually remember when I was 14 years old coming out in a boat on Georgian Bay with the family. I was actually just blown away by the quality of the water here and how clean and crystal clear it was.
Cobble Beach is a 574-acre site. We have a world-class golf course designed by Doug Carrick, similar to that designed by Doug at Magna.
In the summer, obviously the golf course is a big draw, but we also have a fantastic spa. Then we have a fully equipped pro shop, as well as the tennis courts are great. The dock, lots of kids jumping off the dock in the summer. The beach club, and a critically acclaimed restaurant, Sweetwater. We bring in celebrity chefs on a number of occasions.
We decided to move here mainly because we've got everything at our doorstep. We can walk out in the morning. We've got a decision whether it's tennis, golf, kayaking, swimming, fishing.
We make full use of the facilities. We go to the different events that are sponsored here in the dining room.
Another highlight, I think, is meeting new friends from all over the world.
Our view was very much, we wanted to kind of retire and we wanted to kind of wear out and not rust out.
I've never golfed before. I took golf lessons the first year we were here. Now I just can't get enough.
I'd absolutely recommend coming to see one of the golf professionals. It's playable for everybody, and you get some incredible views around the golf course, which can make a great day even better.
In the winter, Cobble Beach is great fun because we have 18 kilometers of groomed snowshoe and cross-country trails. Downhill skiing is 1 hour away over at Blue Mountain. We have dog sledding is 12 minutes away. If you want to have a winter getaway, Cobble Beach is a wonderful place to go.
What we offer at Cobble Beach is quite unique because we have something for everyone. We have the lake houses that offers you a turnkey lifestyle, or the lots here are so spectacular that you may want to build a custom home here, and we have two wonderful custom builders here that can help you in your choice of making it a dream home for yourself.
Coming shortly are Blue Bay Villas, which will start at about $374,000. 41 units within a very tight little community overlooking the water. Some of the amenities that we have built into the property make Cobble Beach unique. We have fiber optics throughout the site. We have natural gas throughout the site. And our lowest cost lot, including a membership to the golf club, is about $149,000. You have up to 5 years to build on your lot. You can use all of the facilities in the meantime. You can stay at the inn, you can stay at the cottages at a discounted rate. It's an environment that you will be so pleased and so relaxed.
The best part of Cobble Beach is how beautiful it is.
You know, it's just every morning you wake up to this beauty, and I don't know why you'd want to be anyplace else.
Cobble Beach's future, as we see it unfolding, will include a village center with several amenities, including a swimming pool, probably a resort hotel of some sort, and some smaller shops. We love having people come to Cobble Beach. You will find that once you've come to Cobble Beach, it is very hard to leave.
So Mark, I know you and your wife had a chance to go visit Cobble Beach. Was it a few weeks ago?
Yeah, a few weeks ago. Yeah. Just this winter was starting over there.
Is that right?
Which was
you just had some first
beautiful.
Snowfall
Actually, beautiful white snow. The grounds were just amazing. And the property, as you enter the property, it's your little paradise on the bay.
My experience with Cobble Beach is the following. The vision behind it was to build something we've never seen in Canada.
Yep.
A true master plan, 574-acre community that's really above anything we've ever seen. But the vision was to build something that would be equivalent to Pebble Beach, the greatest golf course, in North America, or a community like Nantucket, where the architecture is just stunning. They spent $70 million on all of the amenities before they started selling real estate.
Yeah.
That never happens.
I mean, the roads are all done. Oh. The plan is done. I mean, I literally looked at that and say, as an investment, it's a retirement investment, but just look at it. When that project is going to be done, price will double, if not triple. The golf course will be fully used. There's going to be, amenities are crazy. They're like summertime, naturally, the hiking and all that. Golfing, I mean, you have to love golf.
Yes.
But I mean, amenities are fantastic. So it is a retirement, a planned retirement in a beautiful setting.
And what was interesting about what's going to launch this summer, Blue Bay Villas, they're as close to the water as they're ever going to build, based on the zoning and the way they have it. So I found this interesting. So they're going to build their most affordable product ever. So never before at this price point. They're going to start around $374, $375. But there's never ever going to be anything this close to the water.
You know, renting a place like this for a month for your family vacation, you're going to pay top So if you're interested in a great property, great location, long-term appreciation, long-term, I'm talking 5-7 years. So
Yeah.
it's not.
It's not 15 years.
No, it's not 15 years. I'm talking in real estate. So yes, it's thumbs up for that kind of investor. Absolutely.
Mark, I'm so excited that you're here with us today, but not just today. You're really working with us on our investment side of our properties, because we've been marketing properties. We've sold almost $5 billion of properties globally. They're certainly really specific for investors. And your 30 years or 31 years of personally investing in real estate, and building wealth from it, and then 15 years of working for the biggest real estate trainers on earth, whether it's Robert Kiyosaki, Russ Whitney, the Raymond Aarons. I mean, you bring a whole different skill set to our company. So we're really excited to have you on board and helping us analyze, because we look at 200 projects a year, and helping us analyze which projects you think are really a great fit for investors, and really helping us with that, because a lot of this is modeling and creating a cash flow and really understanding for the developer as well on which projects make sense for investors. So we're really, really grateful you're part of our team. And I was hoping you could kind of share a little bit about your experience and tell us, the kind of work that you've been doing in the past and how we're going to work together moving forward.
Well, absolutely. Like, Roman, you know that I've been in, like you said it, but I've been in real estate for now 31 years. I've thought for Robert Kiyosaki, Russ Whitney, Raymond Aaron, I speak for these guys on how to buy real estate. And when we met a few months ago, you said, Mark, why don't you come and see what I have and what I offer to my investors, my buyers of the condominium projects. And you started showing me some projects. So what do you think of this? What do you think of that? And that's when I think the chemistry between you and I came up. I said, I like this because of A, B, C, D. And effectively, I could promote these properties because I believe in them. I know how to buy real estate. And our goal is to educate people on how to pick the right property.
I'm really excited about you developing these programs with us. I think 2014 is going to be an awesome year, not just for real estate, but specifically for our investors.
You're totally right. Our goal here is to offer our database, your database, the opportunity to come and spend a day or even 2 days with me and learn how to buy real estate the right way.
Yeah.
So if I show them how to buy real estate the right way, then let's see if the projects that we have fit their portfolio. And you found like properties that would fit an investor portfolio. So knowing how to buy the right way, under right conditions and so on, will help them choose the right property.
And our philosophies are aligned about, real estate is building wealth slowly. It's not quickly.
Oh, totally.
And your philosophy about buying one per year, and I do that myself. So last 7 years, bought 7 properties. And I think, it's really teaching people some of the fundamentals and not to speculate, because, we hear a lot about speculating. This is true investing in positive cash flow, investing in long term. And that's how great wealth is created.
It makes money in the buy. Don't forget that.
It's all about making money in the buy.
It's all about making money in the buy. Because if you're making money in the buy, you'll never go wrong.
That's right. Mark, what an incredible show we've had, and I really appreciate the interview that we've done today. And I hope, with your permission, we can invite the audience to our next big live seminar. Would that be all right?
Absolutely. I think we're having one in the next few days where I'm going to teach people how to evaluate properties, how to pick the right condo, the right place, and so on. So come and join us at the event. It's going to be an hour and a half event, and how to become a real estate entrepreneur with a plan. That's what's important here. So I'm going to be very happy to meet with you.
That's right. Well, we're so excited to have you on board.
Awesome.
Thank you so
thanks,
much.
Roman.
Appreciate
Awesome.
it.
Awesome.